Hello there and welcome to the Criticalbench YouTube channel. This is Coach Chris Wilson here in the Criticalbench compound, our favorite place and favorite space to create YouTube content for you. And today I'm talking about something that I love doing in my training and I've been incorporating into my workouts for years. And it's in a lot of ways a very simple exercise, but it's also a very, if you're looking to make a lot of impact on your whole body with a body weight exercise, it's hard to find a better exercise than the bear crawl. And if you've done any amount of searching on YouTube, which you came across this video, so you probably are looking, there is a lot of content about the bear crawl on YouTube. And we have several videos highlighting this exercise, breaking it down in different ways. And it's been a while though since I've made a video talking about how much I enjoy doing this exercise and all the many benefits of doing it and the different ways to do it, so you don't get bored doing the same standard or traditional bear crawl all the time. So I want to just stay mic'd up, break down here on the ground why I like the exercise so much, what it's hitting, and then take you through these different versions of the standard bear crawl. So come on down with me. I'm down here on the turf. You could do this anywhere though, obviously in your gym, at home, and some of these don't require very much space. You can actually just do them in a small area, and I'm gonna highlight those as I get to them. I'm going to start though with a traditional bear crawl and show you the position so that you can see. I'm going to go a little bit sideways here so that you can see really the best way to start and to know that you're in good position is to have your knees below your hips and your hands below your shoulders. And then all you're doing from here is just elevating. Now, you don't want the rounded back and you don't want the flex lumbar spine like this. You want neutral, okay? So you want to feel like you're firing your abdominal muscles to be able to maintain that pelvic tilt. So you're in neutral position with your head, with your spine from crown to butt, and then your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are roughly underneath your hips. Now, this is how you get into it correctly, all right? So now that you know that, now I'm going to actually go forward and move with what's known as a traditional bear crawl. You'll see a lot of different versions of this where people really got their butt hiked way up in the air with their knees barely bent. That's not really, that's like a kind of crawl, but it's not a true bear crawl. Okay, so bear crawl, again, getting into good position, boom. I'm just hovering, my knees are just barely off the ground. And then what I'm doing is I'm moving with left leg, right hand, or right arm, right? And it's small steps. But notice my hips, my body position, my spine, everything really maintains itself. And I can just take these nice little choppy steps, maintaining my position. Abs are still firing, okay? I get to my designated spot that I want to turn. I'll turn here just for the heck of it. And it doesn't really matter the distance unless you're doing like a single distance, like from one end of the room to the other, or down and back, or you could do it for time. Okay, so you can say, hit go, 30 seconds. I'm going to bear crawl continuously for 30 seconds. Then if you only have 10 or 15 feet to work in, that's fine. Just keep going back and forth until the 30 seconds is up. So again, I'm here and I'm just systematically moving everything. Now, I'm sure you can imagine, I'm not just working my abs. I'm feeling my quads. I'm feeling my shoulders, right? I'm feeling my triceps. I'm feeling all kinds of muscles in my body, my back. I mean, you want to engage as much muscle on that exercise as possible, so be very mindful that I'm trying to stimulate and fire my lats to help support my body while I'm in that position. I'm not taking excessively big strides with my arms or with my feet. I'm keeping that, maintaining that neutral spine the whole time, which forces me to fire my abdominal wall. So I'm really hitting everything. I'm already starting to like heat up, break a sweat, and get my heart rate up. So that's just a standard bear crawl. Now you can, of course, you can increase tempo as well. So if you want to go a little faster, but keep those steps fairly choppy, or small, I should say, so that you're not getting out of alignment or you're not losing form. Now, another great way, so here's for the people that maybe don't have very much space but still want all the benefits of a bear crawl. Obviously, you can just go outside and do this exercise in the grass. It's easier on the hands. But if you're inside, that's where you like to exercise, then just do a bear hold. It's an isometric exercise. So again, all you're doing is here. So I'm isometrically getting all the benefits of this exercise. Now, if I wanted to, I could just do lifts like I'm walking. So I'm lifting left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. But everything else is maintained. Or I could even just try to hold, oop, just like this. Or just like this. So isometric holds, that would be like the second version or second way to do bear crawls besides the traditional. Do the isometric hold it for time, 10, 15, 20 seconds or more. Play with lifting, elevating, opposing limbs, and alternate that. Or lift and hold. See how long you can hover off the ground with just two touching points, right? Two parts of the body on the ground. Hard. Now I'm sweating a little bit more. Heart rate's still elevated. Core temperature's up. I mean, my heart rate, all I've been doing is talking and showing you 2 bear crawl exercises. And my heart rate is 113 beats a minute right now. All I'm doing is working with my own body weight. And I'm not like out of breath, but I'm working and I'm sweating and it feels good. All right, so now let's go to a few other ways to do this exercise. So you can do this laterally as well as backwards or reverse. So let's show you lateral bear crawl. Everything's the same. The setup's the same. And it's a beautiful rainy day here in sunny Florida. So if you hear any rain in the background, just ignore, okay? But it actually is great because it's not super sunny and hot today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just elevate again, just like this. Now what I'm doing is, I'm gonna move laterally. So I'm gonna do little steps. So I have a narrow crawl here to more of a wide crawl. Narrow, wide, narrow, wide. And I'm just moving this way, moving down. All the same benefits, but now I'm just stimulating things a little differently because I'm moving sideways, okay? Now I'm gonna come back towards the camera. Okay, so I'm opening up. So you're opening your space between your feet and your hands and then closing. Again, keep it small and keep it controlled. I got the sweat dripping now. I feel that a lot in my hips, okay? I feel my hip flexors. I feel my adductors. Continue to feel my quads. Continue to feel my abs, right? Hitting all kinds of body parts and muscles here, and all I'm doing is just barely hovering off the ground and walking using my hands, okay? It's not something that we typically do much of later in life. When we're kids, we do stuff like this all the time, playing around. Kids are always on the playground, they're on their hands, they're on their knees, they're tumbling, they're falling, they're rolling, twisting, jumping, spinning, all that stuff. Adults don't do that anymore. And that's where we really start to lose our fitness and our ability to move well. So bear crawl exercises like this, or any kind of animal crawling, really helps to rejuvenate some of that youthful movement and incorporate it back into your life. So now you've seen me do 3 different types of crawls, right? Now, why don't I go ahead and do reverse crawls, okay? So reverse crawls, obviously, I'm gonna be here and I'm just gonna move backwards. So I'm like this, But I have to be mindful now because I'm pushing a different direction now. Now I'm pushing back, pushing back. So I'm really pushing into the floor. This feels different. But notice my steps, my strides are still very much the same. And I can increase my tempo a little bit. Breathing easy. And I'll turn around and come back this way. Again, everything's the same. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, knees just off the ground. Back, back, boom. Neutral spine. Really feeling the legs, feeling the abs, feeling the shoulders. Whew. Man, I mean, stuff feels good. I feel like I'm getting some work done here. So you can use these exercises in your workout. You can just do bear crawls for your workout. You can use these as your warm-up movement. These are fantastic to prime your body and get you ready for whatever it is you're gonna do in the gym. Whether you're gonna have a leg day, a core day, an upper body day, it could be back, it could be a push-pull, it could be an arm day, a shoulder day, anything like that. This is a great exercise to do prior to, you know, for 3 to 5 minutes, or at the end as a finisher. Implement it any way you want. These are fantastic. Now, let's show you drawing patterns. So I'm gonna do square crawls, okay? Not bear crawls, but square crawls. So it's a bear crawl in a square shape. Again, great for someone who has very little room to move in, just maybe can operate in like a 6x6 space. So watch me go here. I'm gonna go, I'll start here on the side of the turf. I'm gonna come towards the camera, go from one side of the turf to the other, and then kind of finish where I started, okay? So again, I'm here. I come here, so now I got the forward crawl. Then I have, whoop, there we go. Then I got the lateral crawl. How cool is this, right? Now I'm doing all of them. Then I got the reverse crawl. And then I got lateral the other way. And I'm right back where I started. So draw a square, maybe go one direction, full cycle, and then go repeat and go right back the other way, then rest. That would probably be a good starting, set, if you will. So you're up. That's probably going to end up being about 20 to 30 seconds of work. If you go up, over, down, back, and then repeat, or go to the other direction, and then rest. Do that for several sets. That's a great little workout all by itself. Okay, so now you've seen your standard or traditional bear crawl. You've seen an isometric hold or bear hold. You've seen the lateral crawl. You've seen the reverse crawl, and you've seen the square crawl. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate some extra added resistance to the exercise. So follow me over this way. So what we're doing, and again, I have a really good healthy sweat going right now, and all I've done, I did like a minute of warm up before shooting this video. I was barely ready to go because I knew I'm just going to be teaching the bear crawl. I'm good. But I am like already just sweating right through my shirt, just showing you some basic exercise. But this stuff really gets the job done, I promise you. Now, we have two things here. We have a sandbag with handles on it. I do recommend the kind of sandbag that has the handles on the end, like this one does. And then we have a sled. One of these little dog sleds. These are great. Now, if you only have like a prowler or a bigger one, you can still clip onto those usually and use a bigger sled, but the little ones are great. So actually, I'll start with this one. So this one's great because you can put this on like a little vest, like this, And then it kind of like snaps together here at your chest. Like that. Hopefully it stays on. Sometimes this thing likes to come apart on us. Okay, and then there's a little clip on the back for clipping on. So boom, I'm clipped on. I don't have very much weight on here. I just have a 45-pound plate. So the best way to utilize the weight is really just to do a standard crawl. Also lateral crawls are great for added weight. And you could experiment, I guess, with some reverse crawls where you'd be a little bit less powerful. This would be your most powerful way of doing a resisted bear crawl. So again, I'm in my position here. I'm hovering, boom. And now I'm pulling what's just extra 45 pounds, which isn't too hard, but I feel it. It's work. And again, I'm trying to do measured control with each step. I'm not out of control. I'm not lifting my butt. I'm not trying to do the work with the wrong form. Trying to keep my technique. So let me, I'll turn and go the other direction just so you can get a good look at it. Okay. So if you don't have one of these nifty little things to put on, you could just use a weight belt of some kind. Any kind of weight belt that you use that has a chain or any kind of place to clip on, you could use that as well, so you're just locked in at the hips instead of with the harness for the upper body. So you're here, here, here. Again, notice my hips are down, my spine is straight, still feeling all the same work in the legs. I mean, that gets the job done. That is good stuff right there. It's tiring. And if you're pulling, if you actually put some real weight on this thing, like a couple of plates or 3 plates, and you just have to go one end of the turf to the other, 20 plus yards, you're gonna feel it. Whether it's the beginning, middle, or end of your workout. So I absolutely love that exercise. And it's been a little while since we've done that one. So I think we might have to add that one into this Thursday's workout of the week here at the compound. Okay, so let's finish with the sandbag. These are awesome. Now you can use different items here, if you will, to drag underneath your body. The sandbag's great because it's just it's made for this. So you're gonna see me dragging it kind of out ahead of me as I go, which is this added element of work for the upper body, for the shoulders, for the back. And I have to stabilize a little bit harder with the other 3 limbs. So this just adds that dynamic aspect to the exercise. So I'm here, I extend, and I do my crawl over the top, and then extend. And I try to keep my rhythm here, right? Try to keep my flow, right? If you come out of your flow a little bit, that's okay. And then you try to alternate which hand is doing the launch. So now it's left, and then it's gonna be right, and then it's gonna be left again. Boom. Hey man, why are you getting all up in my face like that? It's all right, I can handle it. You can see the sweat much better when you get in real tight. So that's sandbag weighted crawl. Great way to do bear crawls. Again, I recommend doing any of the 7 that you've seen me highlight in this video. All of them are super beneficial. All of them have value. All of them take a little bit of practice, a little bit of understanding. Think about what you're trying to engage. Really, it starts at the hips. If the hips are right, if you don't have your hips too far with an anterior tilt or too far with a posterior tilt, and they're just nice and neutral, you're gonna emphasize how hard your abs are working, maintaining that position, and then letting the limbs, the shoulders and the leg muscles do all the work after that. And I tell you, I just love this exercise. Did you get to my drift yet that I really like this exercise? You should start doing it. Be sure to, hey, before you go, I want to give you something for free. We've been talking so much about strengthening your core, working your abs. Every one of these is an ab exercise. But I have a free ab workout for you. It's a 5-minute ab workout. I want you to have it. Really easy way to get it. Go to the pinned comment below this video, 5-minute core workout. It is yours. All you gotta do is click on the link and put your email in, and it'll send to your inbox. Or you can hit that card above, or wait for the end screen that pops up after the end of this video, or check the description area. Anywhere you look, 5-minute core workout is yours. You can download it right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to give me a comment or a question about bear crawls, if you're doing them, what you love, what you hate about them. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to give me a great big thumbs up and subscribe to the Criticalbench YouTube channel for more content just like this. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.